All right, after kind of a break, we're back to the Insiders Talk of Baseball. Now we're on to the National League East today, and again, Right Cape is back to break this one down. This has got to be probably his favorite division because his Phillies are here. So we'll start out right off the top with last year's division winner with the Atlanta Braves. You know, it's kind of hard to go against the Braves as they always seem to be at the top of this division since as far as I can remember. And you know, they always have this. They have a good team here. I think it's going to stack up good for them again. But right, Cape, what's your thoughts on the Braves this year?
Yeah, the Braves were one win away from winning the world or getting to the World Series last year. They lost to the Dodgers in the championship series. I expect them to make a championship run this year. They should be ready to go right up there with the best teams in the league. They added Charlie Morton. They lost Markakis, but they have power offense. They have a great lineup: Acuna, Albies, Freeman, and Ozuna. Freeman and Ozuna are MVP candidates. If Acuna can do what he did in 2019, this offense is going to be great. Uh, Starting pitching is probably a problem here. Other than Max Fried, we don't know that Morton's going to be an upgrade. It's a possibility. They also signed Drew Smiley. Uh, he was on the Phillies. He wasn't that great. Sakura should be pitching sometime this season. So when he comes back, that'll make their starting rotation stronger. I don't see any problems with the bullpen except that they lost Melanson, but they have a couple guys that they could put there in a closer. So I think this team is all around great team: defense, offense, pitching.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, yeah, if Soroka can come back healthy, I think that's going to be a big lift for them. My thing, that's the thing. If not, I mean, Fried is good. You know, they have more, as you said, they signed Morton, Smiley. I mean, I think Smiley's pitched on, I don't know, like every team I
Yeah.
follow. I mean, I think he pitched what? I think he pitched on the Tigers. I think he pitched on the Nationals. I think he's. I mean, I'm not sure a team he hasn't pitched for. But I agree. You can't knock this offense. I think as long as their pitching holds up and and they don't and they get some decent stuff from the bullpen. I think this team can go far. I think it's like a lot of teams. I think if they just mash the ball, they'll get by. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they are probably the top of the class. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to pick them. That'll come later. But yeah, I think they are and they have been for like 20 years, 30 years. I think Braves are always at the top of that division. So
Yeah.
all right, so moving on, you got the Marlins. I mean, I don't know. I think last year was kind of a fluke. I don't look a lot. I don't look at a lot of them from them this year. You know, I think they were the benefit of COVID and just how that messed up that last year was. But what are your thoughts on the on the Marlins this year?
So COVID gave them even playing field, and now they have the same. When COVID was happening, they had the same amount of fans at every stadium that they have in Miami.
Hey, God, why didn't I think of that one? That's a
Uh,
great one.
but yeah, I think this is the same old Marlins. Don't spend money, get rid of the players who do well. I don't see them being above 500. I think this is one of the worst teams in the National League. I guess I like Sterling Martin. He'll be a veteran leader, but you don't have much offensively. I guess their pitching is their strength. Their starters. You have Sanchez. He's supposed to be ace. Cabrera, and then you have Max Meyer, who should come up this season, and he's supposed to be really good. We'll see what he can do. But yeah, I'm not big on this team. I think they're going to be one of the worst in the National League.
Well, okay, I'll just say I'm looking at the projected regulars from the latest baseball magazine. Chad Wallach at catcher. Jesus Aguilar first base. John Birdie second base. Brian Anderson third base. Miguel Rojas shortstop. Corey Dickerson left field. Sterling Marte center field. Garrett Cooper right field. I've heard of two of them that I know of.
Yes.
I mean, I might as well be watching the Toledo Mudhens watching this game or going to the
Marlins are like
Miami.
that. That's what the Marlins do.
Well, I know.
They make names and then they get rid of them to fill the farm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like as you, man. I can't spend much time talking about them because, and I said on our pre-show talk, man. I hope they fail. I'm not a Derek Jeter guy. I hope they fail. Screw them. Get some guy. They should have got whoever else, A-Rod or whatever. Some guy that's going to spend money. He's not there to spend money. He's there to just put out a crap product and make money.
They give guys away, no doubt about it.
All right, I'm done with the Marlins. It's not even worth my effort. So, who are we going to next in the East?
Let's go with hometown Philadelphia
Yeah,
Phillies.
okay. We're gonna go with your guys, the Phillies. Are they gonna win the East? Is that?
I hope so. I think they have a chance to do that. I like Joe Girardi as a manager. Last year, the bullpen was a huge problem. They blowed a lot of leads. And if they didn't blow those leads, they would have been right in the playoff picture. They added to the bullpen. I guess they upgraded a little bit when they got Archie Bradley, Alvarado's in there, Kinsner. But I still think it's going to be the problem. Adam Morgan's gone. I don't know if Neris is going to be a closer. I hope he's not. Hopefully they could find someone to fill that role. I do like the starting pitching. Arrieta's gone.
Right.
Nola's a strong number one. Wheeler's had a bunch of good seasons, and I think Eflin's going to have a breakout season, and he'll do well. So, top three guys in the pitching rotation. They also got Anderson and Moore, so they're a decent 4 or 5. And then they have Spencer Howard, who he pitched a little bit last year in the majors. So if he could get better, they might be all right. Scott Kingery got sent down, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully he could bloom into the player he was as a rookie. But they returned the same lineup as last year. They were 5th in scoring last year. I think if the key players could stay healthy and the offense performs, the Phillies are going to be in good shape. Harper, Real Muto, Didi, and Bohm.
Yeah, I guess my thing about you're closer. I mean, what's the Philly fans actually think about Harper? What do you Philly think? Sorry, I'm watching the Houston game. What do you Philly fans think about Harper?
I mean, he's a superstar. He's the face of the Phillies. He's big in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he hasn't really lived up to that contract.
I mean, he hasn't had a bad season.
Yeah, but he hasn't had his contract season.
Maybe this is the year. I bet on his MVP. So
why doesn't that surprise me? Fair enough.
You never know.
I liked him, man. I liked him, man. But I was a Harper guy because I was a Nationals guy, and then he left, and I'm like, screw you. And then the Nationals won without him. So
yeah, I liked him when he was in Washington. I've always been a Bryce Harper fan.
And and he was a Vegas guy, so there you go. All right, so speaking of his old team, you got the Nationals. I mean, think about the Nationals. I mean, when you're looking at, when you got Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin, there's three good starters. And then, I have to take a break. The end of the Houston game, Houston was up 9. Oregon State comes down, hits a 3, calls timeout. Houston throws the inbound in the corner. Oregon State just surrounds him and doesn't foul. But get back to baseball. But Nationals, I mean, when you got Strasburg, Scherzer, Corbin, I mean, that's a good start. I mean, you got Soto. And I think their offense is going to be decent. Their star third baseman, they just sent down to get a little bit more work. I think they're going to be decent, But anytime you got those three studs, pitching for you, you're always in the games. I mean, I think personally, I think it's going to come down to the Braves and the Nationals to win the East. What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, you gotta love that starting rotation, and they also added John Lester. So I don't know what the hell was wrong with it. Supposedly he got a shot at something, and he's gonna be good to go. But I mean, as a fourth starter, sure, I'll take John Lester. I do expect the lineup to be better. Their World Series season did great batting as well, and he added Schwarber and Bell, so that should help out. My concern with this team is bullpen, and they blew a lot of games last year. Actually, last couple years. I think the back end of it should be strong with the addition of Brad Hand. I think the Nationals will be a team that's competitive.
Yeah, well, I think Kevin, ever since I've been following Nationals, that's always been one of their problems is the bullpen, and and they always go out and try to get guys to fill the gaps, and I mean, yeah, that has been a big problem. But yeah, I think I kind of like the team. I think they'll do all right. And again, it's like pretty much a lot of teams. It's all going to come down to the starting pitching and do they hold up? I mean, you look at Strasburg's just another Tommy John surgery away.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, he gets injured all the time. Every year he's out for a couple of stints.
Yeah, it is. Well, if you're a Nationals fan, it is. You just get ready to block out your calendar when he's out. And now we got the new kid on the block. The new, I don't know, could be the new bully on the block. You got the Mets. They got the new George Steinbrenner. The guy that can spend a ton of money and not worry about it. I don't know so much this year, but I think in a couple of years this could be the new team, only for the fact that the guy can spend whatever he wants.
Yeah, I don't know that all the guys that they have here now could be gone next season, so they need to think about doing something. But yeah, the Mets have a new owner, new general manager, a lot of new faces. Cano was suspended for PEDs again, so he's out for all season. But yeah, they got the biggest name that was available this season, Francisco Lindor, and I think he brings a lot of firepower. Him, Conforto, Alonso. That's a good 2-3-4 in the lineup. I do think their defense is shaky. Their starting pitch is good. You have Jacob Degrom, who's arguably the best pitcher in baseball. You had Stroman, Syndergaard could be coming back sometime in June. So I think this is a strong team, but is it they look good on paper or can they do it on the field? Yeah, middle of the bullpen isn't strong. They've had bullpen problems for a while too.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, yeah, I know the Degrom's got the numbers, but I don't know. I look at this team again, and I don't think this should. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be a year or two down the road when Cohen can just. It's going to be It's going to be like the Mets again, and there's a lot of talk. At least a lot of talk in Chicago that Jerry Reinsdorfer is trying to do everything he can not to get let Cohen buy that team. I'll finish the story. But Reinsdorf is doing all he could behind the scenes not to let Cohen buy the team because he was afraid to get once after Steinbrenner left. He was afraid to get another guy in there that could just spend money because obviously he didn't want to spend money.
Makes sense.
He's like, oh, yeah.
I mean, would you be surprised if they were one of the best teams this season?
The Mets?
Yeah.
This year, yeah.
All right.
I think their offense is a little suspect in their bullpen, but I think give Cohen a year or two to spend some money and bring in some guys. I think I'm looking a couple years down the road, and maybe they can relive the '86 Mets.
Yeah, I mean, when they went to the World Series last time, the Cespedes year, I mean, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked if they're right there, but I hope they're not.
Yeah, if I'm going to pick the team I'll be rooting for out of here is Washington. Other than that, yeah, I think the Braves are the team to beat in the East. You know, if it comes down to the Mets and the Phillies, I'll become a Phillies homer for you.
There we go.
I'll be rooting for the Phillies.
Yeah, I agree. The Braves are World Series contender. I don't know that they're going to run away with the division, but they should be good enough to win it.
So, we a couple of shows ago we talked about the White Sox. Just before we finish, we talked about the White Sox, and a few days ago we got. If you're a White Sox fan, you got some bad news with Eloy trying to rob a home run in spring training. Don't ask me why. And ruptured his tendon. God help me. But so how does that? How do you think that affects their chances?
I mean,
I don't know. We were both
he's
high
a
on him.
huge player. Yeah. It certainly hurts. I guess it's better that it happened in spring training than in the season. So I mean, you have time to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
You got to replace him, right?
I think I would rather happen halfway through the season because at least I got like 80 games and maybe 25 home runs out of them. now I got
mean,
nothing.
fair enough, but
now I got nothing.
I think they're going to be good enough to overcome that. It should be fine.
Yeah, hopefully. I think that they'll be good enough to overcome it despite Tony La Russa. But
yeah, cheers to Tony La Russa.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Tony, I got a beer for you. Why don't you come get it? I'll let you drive home back to Chicago. Yeah, we can have a show on that at some other time. All right, so closing this one out. So who's your pick? Who's your pick for this division and your long shot?
Yeah, Braves are my pick for the division winner, and I'm not going to call them a long shot because that's my team, but Phillies.
All right. All right. I can't go against you. I'll match your Braves, and I'll take the Nationals, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Should be a good division.
I think so. I think it could be interesting. As you said, I think the Mets could play a spoiler in here. I'm not looking for it this year, but I think they could make things interesting. The Marlins are done, so I think it's probably a top kind of uh, those four teams. All
I
right,
think
so
162 games helps the Mets a lot so they can get their chemistry.
right, right. As long as they don't go like, as long as they don't get off to a bad start, they'll be all right. I mean, I think they need to tread water early
Yeah.
and play 500 baseball early, and then get their chemistry together. All right. Well, I don't know what happened to AM Plus Money. He's usually on for these shows, but hopefully he'll be on tomorrow as we break down another probably the national. What do you want to do tomorrow? National League Central.
Yeah.
All right. We'll break down the National League Central tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
All right.
So
Let's cash
good.
some tickets.
Cash some tickets and good luck tonight. And people, sorry a little bit for getting angry, but you know how it is when you're gambling and your team loses like that. All right. We'll call it a day. This is Insider's Room talking baseball, National League East. Tomorrow, National League Central. Same time, same channel. Talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot, Ray Cape, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night.